Today I'd like to teach you about the Muay Thai long guard and how you can use it to disrupt your partner's or opponent's head movement, right? So first off, an overview on the long guard. So we're here, chin's tucked as always, got that nice hunch, that cobra head sort of thing going on with the back. Long guard, so my left hand is forward, is going to extend, and I'm going to have an open hand, and my right arm is going to be a nice solid block on the outside. So knuckles resting above my brow, covering my temple, and I've got this forearm in the way to help stop hooks and straights to the head, and I can also hunch down a little bit to protect body shots as that arm is extended. So extend. Notice I'm pulsing the arm. If I hang out here too long, my partner is going to figure out a way around it. That's not what you want. You want to pulse it out like a jab. Now, just like a jab, you want to make sure not to drop your hand as you're doing it, otherwise you're going to leave openings. Now notice as my arm's extended, my chin is tucked behind it. So forward, 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 forward. Now, most of the time, this solid block over here is going to be able to handle anything on this side. You are in this position vulnerable to a couple of things though, so you need to be ready to turn inward to block uppercuts, and you need to be ready to transition across with the sneeze block for certain attacks, right? So that one is wrapping around the face, elbow is in front of my nose, palm is turned out, covering my temple and my jaw, other arm extended, okay? So like I said, there's vulnerabilities here. So with the long guard, I can keep them at a distance. If I hang out here too long, he'll notice certain openings. Generally, that comes in the form of uppercuts. Now, because my arm is fully extended, he's a little far away to land a proper uppercut unless he's significantly taller than me. But if he can slip off either to the outside or the inside, he can land an uppercut right up the middle. So you need to be ready to adjust just in case. So he goes outside, inside, right there. So you got to be quick. Your eyes need to be sharp to deal with that. Now, uppercuts are the main problem, but you're pretty solidly protected against hooks and straights. So throw some hooks and straights. Some body shots. So like I said, the main offender here is going to be uppercuts, right? So you're going to notice this is happening when you're here and they move to the outside. Or you're here and they move to the inside. That's when you need to be ready. We're going to use this long guard to mess with that head movement. But before that, the one other thing you got to worry about is this move. Go ahead and assume a long guard position where lead hand comes inside, pulls down, and you loop that right hand over the top. So if he is doing that to me, I feel it coming. So go ahead. There. I need to be ready to transition. Easier said than done, but you gotta be ready just in case. So I'm here, he goes to pull that hand down, just in case. This is also a good way to block elbows, right? Now, like I said, uppercuts are the main offender. So I'm pulsing the long guard, and he's gonna slip off to the outside, and I'll show you what we do from there, okay? So, pulse, pulse, pulse. When he's ready, he's gonna slip to the outside. I'm gonna pin his head, like so. So this is not only gonna disrupt his uppercut, but it's going to set me up for a counterattack. One more time. Right here. So I'm going to keep the head down. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm forcing the weight onto that right leg, and I can use this opportunity to step through and sweep him down. One more time. Now, oftentimes you don't get the full sweep. That's okay. If I happen to either run into the tree trunk that is his leg, or maybe just off balance him slightly, that's not a problem. Boom. Follow up with a switch knee. Keep control of that head. Right there. Next, we'll have him slip to the inside. So I'm here, pulse, slips to the inside. I'm gonna cross grab, keep his head down, just like before. Now, if you've got him in a position here, right knee to the head. That'll finish the fight. Slips. Oh. Dang.
Oh. How's my face look?
You look good, man.
Oh. That was a good blooper. Oh.
Be careful, kids. Take two. Take two. I'm pulsing. He's slipping to the inside. Pulse, pulse, pulse. I control. If you got their head down low, you can strike with the knee up top. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Even if they are not too exposed up here, no reason, can't throw knee to the body. So pulse, pulse, slips, knee to the body. Pulse, 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 slips, knee to the body. Very painful, very painful. Okay. Now, next one I want to go over is the sway back. Now, this can be a way of avoiding head kicks. This can be a way of avoiding punches. So he throws across, back. He throws a head kick, back. Now, notice front foot stays where it is, back foot retreats and is ready to spring. So that way I don't lose any ground and I'm ready to follow up with my own counterattack, right? Or back, my own counterattack. This is a dangerous position, but it's not an impervious one, right? So if I throw a punch and he leans back, he's likely to come back with a counter. Got to be ready. Now, if I throw a punch and he leans back, I can keep my long guard in his face, and that's going to kind of help resist the temptation to spring back right away, right? So I punch, long guard out here, keeping it in his face, chop the leg from there. So we'll have you lean back and spring forward, right? One more time. One more time. So mostly it's just an annoyance, hand in the face, and it's going to prevent them from coming back quite so eagerly, right? Now, last one I want to talk about is the roll. So you'll see this often when you throw a hook punch, they roll under, hook punch, they roll under. Generally, this isn't going to be happening quite as much in Muay Thai for obvious reasons. If I know he likes to do that, I might set him up with a head kick, right? Boom. You don't want to get timed while your head's too low. One of the things I like to do whenever people start to get fancy with their head movement is chop at the legs, because anytime their head's moving that much, that means that their legs are stationary. So I'm going to throw a 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to go slip, slip, roll, roll. Slip, slip, roll, roll. One more time. Slip, slip, roll, roll. Now, I'm going to take advantage of that rolling moment, right? Slip, slip, roll, roll, leg kick. Now, it doesn't have to be on the second one. Anytime they start rolling, notice his legs are not moving. Perfect time to chop. One more time. One more time. Right there. So, a quick recap. Long guard. Be ready to transition. He slips outside. Sweep. Knee. He slips inside. Grab. Knee. He sways back. Block. Kick. He ducks under.